FG begins populations control, introduces new policy. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get more updates from us, please click on the notification button. The President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, has launched the revised national policy on population for sustainable development, stressing the need for urgent measures to address Nigeria's high fertility rate through expanding access to modern contraceptive methods across the country. Oh my goodness. Hey, education is the key. When I say education, I don't even just mean only the book. I mean education of the mind. There are basic things some people are supposed to know. Some people are supposed to know in this country at this point in time. There are things that they are supposed to be in the know of. But because they have been kept in darkness, and because of I don't want these people to know, so that their eyes will not be opened, so that they will not come and start saying they want a better life, I will keep them in the dark. That's how some politicians keep keeping people in the dark, especially the so-called people that voted them in the first place. Let's find out what this policy is all about. The news in detail, please stay with us. The President also inaugurated a National Council on Population Management, chaired by him and Vice President as the Deputy Chairman with heads of relevant ministries, departments, and agencies as members. Details of both events were contained in a statement by Buhari's Special Assistant to Media on Publicity, Femi Adesina, titled Nigeria 6 Urgent Measures to Address High Fertility Rate as President Buhari launches revised population policy on Thursday. Speaking on the country's revised population policy in Abuja, the President said his overall goal was to improve the quality of life and standards of living of all Nigerians, which was one of the major aspirations of his administration. He said, the policy emphasizes the urgency to address Nigeria's sustained high fertility rate through expanding access to modern family planning, counseling, and commodities, as well as promote birth spacing. This will enable Nigeria to achieve rapid fertility control, improve the health of women, adolescents, newborn, and children, and other population groups. Buhari noted that of Nigeria's population, which was the largest in Africa and seventh globally and among the few whose fertility is still growing, was hinged on a youthful population, with more than 72% of them being below 30 years, while half of the female population are in the reproductive years 15 to 49 years. These levels have implications for sustained population growth and narrows prospect to achieving population management, facilitating sufficient demographic transition, enhancing our demographic endowment, and eventually realizing sustainable development, he said. On the other highlights of a revised population policy, the President explained that it underscored the importance of investing in quality education of young people, particularly girls, human capital development, and advancing the holistic effort to achieve significant demographic transition. He said the revised population is rich with all necessary information that will guide the implementation of Nigeria's midterm and prospective development plan. It will further address concerns of a large population of young people who are our pride, our future, and access to drive our development efforts. Any population management policy in isolation from quality policies on education, employment, and poverty alleviation will eventually fail. For me, I think Nigeria should prioritize investment in variables that will engender real economic growth. Among those variables is energy, power, and security. Well, Oga, we dey born plenty children for north too. You go see small pikin of 17, they plan for second wife. I said something earlier. Keep them in the dark so that they're not going to know that life can be better. Then, allow them not to have education. When I mean education, I mean both education of a mind and education of the formal one we know. That is what some people do to the electorate. Nigerians' beliefs, culture and religion making a huge impact in population growth. The policy should be a holistic approach in all its ramifications. Okay. The ones have started working on that over the past 1 decade. Is there not that still need more sensitization? You could imagine a senator celebrating having 28 children and targeting 30 before 2023. Imagine an ally still thinking that way, with no viable and reliable business or any source of income except politics. Many of them see it as election tools. Imagine having 28 votes from just one family, assuming they are all above 18. Sincerely, this is a very dumb way of thinking, to be sincere. I saw that particular news, I was like, this is the people who the electors voted in. Like Nigeria, you voted somebody like this, that thinks like this in. Haba. When I fuck up, and I no try at all. I no try. For somebody to come and be saying that he has 28 children and his target is 30 before 2023, they know anyway. With this piece of information I've said now, I think they know where they should focus on. Long overdue policy. Now that the capacity building to productively engage the teeming population and broaden the economic horizon via industrial revolution is seen to be elusive, then let the policy be objectively and indiscriminately formulated, and most importantly, putting border under control to filter the influx of unwanted and unwarranted aliens into our country to foster socio-economic development. Let there be a holistic approach and consideration to this. Of course, if you're talking about our population, we're not going to exclude foreigners. The earlier they do something about those who are supposed to be closing the border gates, the better. Population control, if effectively undertaken, will solve hundreds of abnormalities in the country. Right steps to the right direction. Okay. They should start by sharing contraceptives and CDs to people who think it is God that takes care of children. Some people think it's God that takes care of children. Continue. You bring in children into the world. I expect God to be. It's God that asks you to bring them into the world. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.